Asparagus. The slender, yummy spears of asparagus have been enjoyed worldwide since ancient Rome, when it was a highly sought delicacy. Called the food of kings by King Louis XIV of France, asparagus cultivation began more than 2,500 years ago in the Mediterranean region of the world, where it was prized by Romans and Greeks for its unique flavor, texture, and alleged medicinal properties, including preventing bee stings and relieving toothaches. Asparagus in the United States has been cultivated since the 1870s. Asparagus was once considered a member of the lily family, but now has its own unique family name, Asparagaceae. There are a number of inedible plants within this family, including the asparagus fern, shown here on the left. But the asparagus we eat is called garden asparagus, or Asparagus officinalis. Asparagus is grown from roots underground and is a crop that has a very long life, spanning 8 to 12 years. At harvest, the height of asparagus can reach 6 to 8 inches. Some people say you can watch asparagus grow because of the fact that it will grow 7 inches in just one day in 90-degree temperatures. Asparagus beds are cut every day, with the length of a typical harvest in California lasting 70 to 80 days. The states of California, Washington, and Michigan are the major suppliers of asparagus in the United States, with 70% of the domestic supply grown in California. In Michigan, whose asparagus season lasts between 6 to 7 weeks, beginning in early May and ending in mid to late June, approximately 120 farmers produce 20 million pounds, ranking Michigan as the second in the nation for asparagus production. Asparagus is grown in other states as well, but in smaller quantities. One of the reasons why asparagus is so expensive is because it needs to be planted in the ground 3 years before the grower begins to receive any kind of revenue from the planting. Also, 70% of the cost comes from the labor it takes to produce asparagus, as it is hand harvested every day or every other day, depending on the weather, by experienced asparagus workers who handle it from the field to the crates, paying special attention to the tips of the spears so that they remain unbroken. Different varieties of asparagus are better suited for growing in different geographical areas. There are 4 types of garden asparagus: green, white, purple, and wild. Green asparagus is the most abundant and the one grown on a commercial scale in the United States. And it also is the most popular variety in the United States, while white asparagus enjoys more popularity in Europe. White asparagus comes from eliminating the light source that makes the asparagus green when it grows out of the ground. Basically, it is prevented from breaking the soil by piling dirt on top of it so the stalks grow underground. Because of this process, white asparagus is more fibrous than the other varieties and has a slightly bitter flavor. Purple asparagus contains 20% more sugar than the other varieties and boasts a creamy white interior with a sweet, mild, nutty flavor. Anthocyanin pigments, which belong to the flavonoid family, are responsible for the purple color. Wild asparagus comes from a different genus species altogether than garden asparagus, called Asparagus racemosus, and has a 5,000-year history of being used for medicinal purposes, particularly in Ayurvedic medicine. Asparagus is considered a clean 15 food, meaning it is one of the safest conventionally grown crops. It is low calorie, low sodium, and contains no fat or cholesterol. It is a powerful superfood, providing an amazing amount of macronutrients, micronutrients, and phytochemicals. In fact, the amino acid asparagine gets its name from asparagus because the asparagus plant is rich in this compound. Just 1 cup of cooked asparagus provides the following caloric and macronutrient amounts: 39.6 calories, or 2% of daily value, 4.3 grams of protein, or 9% daily value, 7.4 grams of carbohydrates, or 3% daily value, only 0.4 grams of total fat, and 2.34 grams of water. Asparagus is considered a digestive support food. It contains significant amounts of the nutrient inulin, a carb that supports the production of microflora in the gut. Asparagus doesn't get broken down in the first segments of our digestive tract. It passes undigested all the way to our large intestine, and once it arrives there, becomes an ideal food source for certain types of bacteria that are associated with better nutrient absorption, lower risk of allergy, and lower risk of colon cancer. Asparagus is a food that contains a valuable amount of this unique carb and can help support our digestive health in this unique way. It is also rich in fiber, with about 3 grams per cup, including 2 grams of insoluble fiber and 1 gram of soluble fiber, which is important to keeping our body's elimination processes regular, as well as maintaining healthy blood sugar levels. Asparagus provides an impressive array of vitamin and minerals, including B vitamins, especially folate, vitamins A, C, and K, iron, potassium, and more. Folate is the micronutrient for which asparagus is most known. Folate, also known as folic acid, is involved in basic metabolic functions, including the production of coenzymes used to form DNA and RNA, cell reproduction, and the formation of red blood cells. Super important to the growth of the fetus during pregnancy, it helps to prevent birth defects such as spina bifida, anencephaly, and cleft palate. Folate is also known for its powerful preventative effects against cancer, heart, and liver disease. 1 cup of cooked asparagus provides 67% of the daily recommended intake of folate. Vitamin K helps the body to form blood clots, and the importance of that cannot be overstated. Without vitamin K, blood would not clot. Blood clotting is important to healing from injury, not only to prevent foreign bodies from entering the wound, but also for preventing infection. Vitamin K is essential to bone formation. In fact, a 10-year nurses' health study showed high intakes of vitamin K from vegetables help to lower the risk of hip fractures in women. 1 cup of cooked asparagus provides 101% of the daily recommended intake of vitamin K. Copper has at least 15 proteins and many enzymes in the body that use copper, yet the body only contains about 1 in 250th of an ounce of copper. Along with iron, copper helps form red blood cells. It is also used to make blood vessels, connective tissue including collagen, and is involved in fertility and the immune system. It is important to get copper from food sources like asparagus because a supplement overdose of 3.5 grams or more can be fatal. 1 cup of cooked asparagus provides 33% of your daily recommended intake of copper. About 70% of the iron in the body is in the red blood cells. It is an essential component of hemoglobin, the protein that gives blood its red color and carries oxygen to the cells. Iron is also essential to the formation of myoglobin, which provides oxygen in muscles to provide energy for muscle contraction. The body monitors the body's need for iron, absorbing more when it is low and less when stores of iron are adequate. Iron deficiency can result in anemia, bringing on fatigue and weakness and sometimes irritability. 1 cup of cooked asparagus provides 9% of your daily recommended intake of iron. The health-promoting benefits of asparagus are numerous. Not only does asparagus contain many anti-inflammatory nutrients, including asparagus saponins, which have been shown to play a special role in Lou Gehrig's disease, it also has powerful antioxidant properties. In fact, one study that evaluated the antioxidant activity of asparagus, broccoli, and their juices showed out of 43 vegetables, asparagus to have the greatest antioxidant activities. For one, asparagus contains the antioxidant glutathione, which is important in measuring oxidative stress as well as playing a critical role in our body's detoxification processes. Another antioxidant in asparagus is the bioflavonoid rutin, which helps with circulation by strengthening capillary walls, preventing blood clotting, lowering cholesterol, and helps your body produce collagen and use vitamin C. Other epidemiological studies have shown asparagus, because of its essential elements, fiber, phytochemicals, proteins, and vitamins, to be related to a lower risk of cardiovascular disease, including prevention and treatment thereof. Have you ever wondered why your pee smells after eating asparagus? One of the unique phytonutrients in asparagus, called asparagusic acid, is the compound responsible for this unique odor associated with asparagus. What is really interesting is that while one person might be able to detect the odor, another person may not. Why? Well, one, there are differences in the way asparagusic acid is digested inside our GI tracts, then absorbed by the body. Second, we differ in the way our bodies metabolize asparagusic acid if it gets absorbed into our bloodstream. Third, we may or may not have the ability to detect the presence of asparagusic acid derivatives. These reasons combined are why some people have the odor after eating asparagus but cannot smell it, while others can. For more information on the mystery of asparagus pee, check out the video here in this presentation. What is the best size asparagus to buy? It really comes down to personal preference. Some points to keep in mind are: 1. Generally, the larger sized asparagus comes from younger, more vigorous plants, while smaller sized asparagus comes from older plants or plants that have been planted closer together than usual. 2. Look for odorless stalks with dry, tight tips, avoiding limp or wilted stalks. 3. Refrigerate and store for up to 4 days by wrapping the ends of the stalks in a wet paper towel and storing in a plastic bag. 4. Eat asparagus raw, roasted, blanched, grilled, broiled, sautéed, stir-fried, or steamed. And get creative. Use asparagus as a side dish in soups, salads, stir-fries, omelets, pasta dishes, and more. So here's a delicious recipe for quinoa salad. And I love this salad because it is quick and easy to make and provides all of the nutritional benefits of a complete and balanced meal. Just prepare and mix all of the ingredients together. It makes 4 to 6 servings. And enjoy.